step aside and it's supposed to go down to the next person and make the decision if that's the correct order or not. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
The reason I say that is because Mealy did not step aside for Trump when he disobeyed Trump's order,
Right.
and he was supposed to based on our Constitution, and it go to the next ranking officer.
Right.
Because it wasn't an unconstitutional order, he just refused to do the order. And he can't do that. The military is not a separate entity. It falls under the commander-in-chief.
Right. That's why he's called the commander-in-chief.
And that motherfucker, what am I trying to sabotage Trump every chance he got.
I don't. That's
That
what I
piece
don't
of
get.
shit.
They all are.
I tell you what, if a man gets in, oh, by the way, welcome back to the show to nowhere.
Oh, it's back on.
Are we on?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Well, we have better conversations when we're not recording, so I tried to slip one in.
He's slipping it in.
Slipping it
That's
in.
what she said.
But it's
Slip one in.
it's
Mike, John, Chuck.
yeah, there it is. Now I forgot what I was saying.
That's an age. That's an age issue thing.
No, it's the gummy thing.
No, it's also an age thing.
Well,
'cause I
you know,
forget.
interesting about that UAW strike.
Right.
Right, you heard about that, right?
I a little bit because it was some of the automakers. They only laid off like 20% or 20% strike
well, right.
in the beginning. I don't know how many has done it now or if more has gone now, but
Yeah,
it was
well,
like
more and more are joining.
right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
But it was a low percentage at first, and I was
Yes.
like,
Well, you know why?
why?
Okay.
I don't know that much about it.
So this all goes back to the push for all electric vehicles.
Right,
Yeah.
which
Okay.
is just fucking stupid.
So,
We can't
Biden.
have it.
right? And so car manufacturer says, okay, well, if we're going to start moving forward with electric vehicles only, we only need like 40% of our workforce to build them. Because I guess it takes a lot less people to build them. Okay?
Okay.
And so the union's getting freaked out that we're about to lose a fuckload of power because a lot of people are going to lose jobs.
Oh yeah, and they're going to lose a lot of money because they're
Lots
getting
of
their
money, right?
their weekly dues.
So the unions aren't for the electric vehicles.
No.
Yeah, go figure. Wouldn't you think? Anyway. So the unions are striking because they're scared they're going to lose their jobs.
Okay.
So they're trying to get as much as they can now in anticipation for the fact they're going to lose their job in a few more years when they go all electric.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, I can get that.
Now, it's kind of interesting. They're asking for a 40% pay increase.
Yeah, the union man.
I need to go up there and join the fucking union. My God.
I know.
So 40% pay increase on top of whatever they're making right now, which is probably $25 an hour to screw the same bolt
More
every
than
damn
that.
day,
More than
5
that.
days a week.
They've been
right?
there a while.
$40 an hour to
Yeah.
screw that bolt. Anyway, all that aside, and they want 35 hour. No.
Yeah. 3 day. 4
They want to
day
be
work
paid
week.
for 40 hours, but they only want to work 30 hours.
A 4-day work week.
4-day work week, which I love that. Oh, and 5 full weeks of paid vacation every year. I think that was the other thing. So anyway, so all this has started because Biden, wants to go all electric. All
Right.
Guess,
And I'm like,
you
so
know,
40% increase. That means
the crazy
40%
liberals.
increase on the cars then.
Oh yeah,
right.
yeah.
And
the
they're
cars
already
are
going. They're already
Yeah.
going out the roof. Me and Amber for fun went and looked at campers today. 5 years ago, we were looking at those driving campers. They were like 119,000, right? Those things are 200,000 plus now, and they're not doing anything any nicer to them.
Nah, they're
Matter of
actually
fact,
prime made cheaper.
I was just about to say they actually kind of look cheaper.
Yeah. No, it's
They're not even putting it in the big comfy seats for the driver anymore. You got like this shit. I'm like, I'm not driving cross country in that shit seat. Anyway, all that aside, so this is all started because of the electric. Okay,
Right,
they'll
right,
tell
right.
you that it's not. You watch mainstream
yeah.
media. That's not really what it's
Well,
about.
you
But
gotta
that's really where it all started.
quit watching mainstream media.
Fucking ain't right.
Especially
So
CNN.
any of them, man, they're all shit.
Yeah. Fox
So
is too.
anyway, so Trump seeing an opportunity, he's like, "Hey,
Yeah,
you
he just
guys
went
need
and
to."
had a
So
meeting
he
up
says, "Well, I'm going to come up there and see y'all." Well, as soon as he announces he's going to go, Biden announces he's going to go, right?
Of course.
And
That's
Biden beat him there by a day, I think,
right.
something like that. But here's the funny part. This is the part that got me about all this. And I had to set all this up to get to this one point, okay? Biden goes there and he stands in the picket line with a bullhorn. Blah, 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 blah. You know, no one really understood what he was saying. But anyway, he was advocating against... Yeah, he's picketing against the company with the people. And the reason all this is happening is because of your policies.
Yeah.
That's like owning the company and standing outside screaming at yourself. Yeah, you suck. Yeah, I do, don't I?
There was
I mean, what the fuck, dude?
There was one dude.
You can't make this shit up, man.
Yeah, there was one dude. I forget what he did or what. He had a video. There was people out there like protesting or whatever, and he went out there and got in the crowd with them and was like, and no one recognized who he was, and he was just out there yelling and with them, and he's like, "This is funny shit." I
It's
forget.
like that movie. The feminists are all like
Yeah.
beating on their drums or whatever, and this girl comes up and she's all like, "Kumbaya," and she gets them all. Jeez, I'm spitting on myself here. Gets them all singing that and going a different direction so the guys can party and do their thing.
That was fuck.
PCU, right?
Yeah, it was.
What a great
PCU.
movie.
That was
Political Correct University,
Yeah.
right?
That was the start of like where Van Wilder came from
Oh,
and all that. That
totally.
was the begin. That was one of the ground leveling
Yes.
funny. Just
Jeremy Piven as
Yeah.
the guy who is younger.
yeah.
And
David
actually,
Spade.
David Spade, who the guy that plays like the big guy in it is actually
He was the one on Friends that was the rich guy that owned. He was
Yes.
gonna buy she saw a diamond on the thing and thought he was gonna propose. No, he was buying a diamond fucking octagon for fucking MMA. He was getting into the MMA.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but that guy's been in a bunch of sitcoms. He's been in a bunch of
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
The one that took the bong hit. And was
Yeah, he's like,
can you show me where the Pampers is? What?
yeah, he's also he's the one that directed Iron Man and all that too.
Oh, is he?
Yes,
Oh, damn.
yes, John Favreau.
Okay.
Favreau.
I like him acting. I
Favreau.
think he's funny as shit.
He also
you know what I mean?
played in Iron Man as Happy,
Okay.
his butler or driver.
I didn't
guy
watch
or
it.
whatever.
I didn't watch Iron Man a whole lot. I think I watched maybe part
when
of
he
the first one.
dies, he was talking with the
Yeah,
daughter.
he talks to the daughter and all, and he was in all the Spider-Mans too, helping Spidey. And he goes,
Yeah, he's in
He tells
everything.
it, isn't your Peter tingling? It's like, what? It's not Peter Tingle. Don't call it my big spider sense. You know, it's
Peter Tingling.
Peter Tingle.
No, that's for a
thought that
different
was
time.
great. No, that's
Peter Peter
not it,
Tingling.
man.
Jesus.
I don't remember what we were talking about now, but yeah, so UAV thing, I just thought that was crazy. You know, you're gonna go up there and stand with them. By the way, first
it's-
president to ever go and stand on one side and like instead of being the true leader
Mediator.
and come in and mediate the fucking thing and fix it right, and you're gonna go stand
Well, see, Trump
with the
would
protesters.
Trump would come in and sit down with them and fix it and have it go in the right direction. Look what he did already. He went to
Yeah.
the big three up there and said, "Oh, okay, you guys want to move your shit to Mexico?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna hit you with this much of a tariff to bring it back. To bring it back into America. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. We're just gonna hit you hard."
Absolutely.
And he
Screw
goes,
you.
"Or you can keep it here, and we're all good. We got to work for the American people. What are we doing?"
Did you ever hear the story?
The second he got out of office, they
Yeah.
moved their shit overseas.
Oh, absolutely, right?
The second he was gone, they were like, "Fuck
Later.
it, move it to Mexico."
Bye.
Yep.
You ever, whenever a president gets done and the next president's come in, they kind of have a few minutes talk. Hey, what do you think? Or what's going to be, what I
Catch
gotta
me
worry
up to
about?
speed on.
Catch me up to speed.
Right.
So when Trump and Obama had that conversation, there's a few other people in the room, and this other guy told the story about the conversation. Trump, as far as I know, has never told the conversation, neither has Obama.
Right.
Of course, Obama probably wouldn't because it makes him look a little bad. But anyway, so they're sitting there talking or whatever, and Trump asks Obama, what is the number one thing I need to worry about going in? Like around the world, what is the number one thing? And according to this guy, Obama answered, you're going to go to nuclear war with North Korea. or you're gonna go to war with North Korea. A nuclear war is gonna happen with North Korea. And according to this guy, Trump said, "What? We're gonna go to nuclear war with North Korea?" And he said to Barack, he said, "Have you talked to him? Did you call him?" And he said, Barack said, "No, I didn't call him. He's a dictator." That was how he responded. And Trump goes, "Well, why didn't you call him? Like, you fucking moron. Why didn't you call him?
Yeah.
Let's stop this nuclear war, you dumb shit," basically. So as soon as Trump took over, he fucking calls the dude.
Yeah.
And then he's the first president.
President to ever go there, and we're not in a nuclear war with them.
Yeah. Dude.
But, that's never going to come out.
No.
And anybody listening to this right now that doesn't believe,
Oh, yeah.
that was a bullshit thing I just said.
No, it's not, because
You know what I mean?
it was the first time there was peace in the Middle East, and he actually got a fucking.
He brokered the biggest peace treaty ever in the Middle East, but they don't talk about that.
No, I mean, the man makes deals on a regular basis. You can't.
They don't talk about the 3 different prophecies in the Bible he fulfilled either.
Right. Well, if I knew Trump on a personal level, like hung out with him and whatever,
Yeah.
if I got a contract from anybody, and you got to be an intelligent person to be around that man anyway. You can't be some fucking
You're not
schmuck.
a dumbass, right?
Right. You
He's
got to be.
He's not hiring.
He's not
Well,
going to
he
be.
ain't talking to the dumbass.
It's
No.
just like any millionaire, any of these millionaires that own football teams.
Right.
They're hiring the best people around them.
Oh yeah.
Right. They're not hiring fucking
They're not
Joe
hiring me.
Schmo. They're not hiring me.
Right.
And he doesn't. He talks to them.
They're not even
They
hiring us
talk
for
to-
landscaping and shit, even though we've been doing it for a lot of years.
Right.
They're hiring some other dude that's got all the degrees and all the shit.
Yeah.
That's way smarter than us.
Yeah. But doesn't have the field experience.
Doesn't have the field experience.
But
But,
if-
they're not
if-
hiring us.
If I had a contract for anything, I would take it to him and be like, read this over. I mean, the man
Oh,
makes,
of course.
he probably makes $1 trillion
wouldn't have
worth
Biden
of
read
deals
my
in a year. No,
contract.
I wouldn't let him read the comics.
So did you see that? What's her name? Erin, whatever, on CNN.
I don't watch
Burnett.
CNN.
I don't
Her
know.
name. She pulled a tidbit on 9/11.
Pulled her titty out?
Tidbit
Just a tidbit.
of a conversation that was done where they brought up stuff to Trump, and he said, "Yeah, it was the second tallest. His building." He goes, "It was the second tallest. Now it's the first tallest in New York after the World Trade Center." Or he said it used to be the second tallest, is what he said, something like that. And that's what she was. Look how evil he was. But if you hear the whole freaking thing,
Oh, yeah, they cut it up.
he sits there and he's talking. And he goes, "This is the most horrible thing in the world." And they're like, "And he ain't even the second tallest, anyways." The building he was talking about, it is the second tallest. The one has 67 or 60 something floors, and his has 72 or something like that. So it is taller.
Oh, interesting.
But they were like, "Well, what about, are you thankful nothing happened on your street?" He's like, "Yeah." I mean, he goes, "And what do we got to look forward to? We're going to get bombed by planes." So every
Is that
building.
what's, that's what we need to
And
start
then he
worrying
goes-
about now is,
And then he goes,
That's
and,
what we thought.
And he goes, "Yeah, my building used to
Still
be the
kinda
second."
think that.
He goes,
Yeah.
"My building used to be the second tallest."
Even
like
though it's
that.
come to find out a lot of that stuff seems like, I don't know, I question a lot of it now.
oh,
Yeah.
And I hate that, dude. I hate that everything in life that I've been taught up to this point, like, and especially, I hate to say this too, but after the last 5 years, it has really woken me up to the fact that most of these conspiracy things that I've heard all my life,
That you thought were nut jobs, and it's like,
these are actually true.
Yeah.
A lot of them are really freaking coming true. Like, holy shit. I never thought in a million years that would even happen, or that would even be thought of, or
Right.
someone would even look at it like that or think of it like that. And here it is in full color, and this is the way. Wait, what?
well, the
You know,
thing
there's
is,
a lot
it's-
of things like that.
it's almost like the what was it, the blue pill? No, the blue pill keeps you the same. The red pill changes you, right? Opens your eyes.
Matrix.
Yeah, the red
Yeah.
pill brought you back, or
Opens
Out
your
of it.
eyes, right?
Yeah, out of it.
It's
Yes.
almost
brought you out or into the out of the matrix.
into the matrix.
out of the matrix.
Out of the matrix.
Whatever it
The
was.
matrix was the.
It wakes you up. So I mean, I think
Yeah, we
everybody
all
got,
fucked up on
yeah.
that movie, aren't we?
Either way, I think
It's an old movie now.
a lot of people have been drinking the same Kool-Aid that everybody else, you know, and now people are stopped drinking the Kool-Aid and they're like, wait a minute, let's ask a couple more questions. And I think it's a lot. I don't
Look at
even
my
know
fire.
What do you mean your fire?
Take that into context. Like
The TP.
my whole life,
Right,
TP,
right.
never even thinking about another way to
Right.
fucking do it, if you will.
Because that's how we were
Right.
told to start it.
Right. So so many things in life that you're told so many times, like, I'm sorry, it's going to piss a lot of people off. I don't believe climate change or man-made climate change, I should say. I believe climate changes all the fucking time. Earth is going to do what it wants to do, and there ain't nothing we can do about it.
No.
All right. You know, but they've been pushing that agenda for so long that anybody that comes out of school now, they're willing to sit in traffic in front of cars running 80 miles an hour down the interstate and tell you you're wrong for driving that car because you're hurting. I'm just saying, excuse me, the indoctrination has gotten so bad you've got people willing to hurt other people over the climate.
Right.
And what is that going to do at all? And since when did certain things get more important than human life? Why is human life just like, it keeps dropping down the scale? Like all these things are more important. Jordans are more important.
Yeah.
Money's more important.
Well,
pussy's more important. You know. Well, okay. Well, all right. Let's scratch that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's take
We
that
can
one
all
back.
agree with that.
Negative
We're gonna
You
have to
Dr.
revise that.
Pepper is more important.
Yeah.
Mountain Dew is more, right. I mean, just saying though, right? Like it seems like all these things are, and all they keep doing is bashing Christianity, the one religion. Now there's bad people that are spinning it the wrong way and do the crazy shit, the cults and all that weird stuff, right?
Right.
There's always the exception to the rule, but the main
There's
heart
always the
of
nut
it,
job.
Oh yeah.
the main heart of it is loving
Yeah.
and loving your neighbor.
Right.
Treat your neighbor how you would
Love
want to be treated.
and charity. Let me say that again. Love and charity. Love and charity. That's all Jesus was about. Love, charity. What any of this other stuff? None of this other stuff.
Well, the biggest thing is you break up. You know, one they've
But
already
yet, attack that.
right.
Right.
They went after the family nucleus. They broke
Yes.
that up in the inner city.
Right.
So they are-
Still attacking that with
Right,
the
right.
trans thing now.
Well, yeah.
Even more.
So I mean, everything that is, if they can go in and disrupt it and fuck it up, like Christianity.
All the TV
If we
shows.
fuck it up, yeah. If we
The family dynamic is not there anymore.
no, if you fuck all that up, then it's gonna be the world's gonna go. It's gonna be easier to control people
Right.
when there's craziness.
Yes.
Than there is when everybody's sitting there calmly in their normal life and they still got everything and nothing's really
Right.
in their face with stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? Think about like the '80s. It was a fucking great time to live.
Yeah.
Granted, we were young.
Yeah.
But it was still a good time to
It
live.
was fun.
You know what I mean? There
We didn't
wasn't all
realize
this,
it at the time.
no, but there wasn't this crazy shit that's going on
No,
now.
there
You know what I
really
mean?
wasn't.
We weren't even allowed to come home.
I know. So I mean,
You were kicked out in the morning time and told to come back at supper, and then
Yeah,
kicked
true.
out again and told to come back when it's dark.
Well, we didn't
Yeah.
have internet.
no.
We didn't have video games.
Well, we
Well,
did.
we
had,
kind of.
Yeah, we had Nintendo when the Nintendo first
Yeah,
came out.
but
We got
the
it. We had
Nintendo didn't even
Atari.
come out till what I was like 7,
Atari.
8.
But we had
So I mean,
Pong.
you know, it was
Yeah.
a few years.
we
we
had
had
Atari.
Pong.
Yeah, but only one person had Atari in the whole neighborhood, right? And we didn't
had
all want to
Atari.
sit around and wait on it.
We were that-
so
we were the
go-
family.
Y'all were the family. So we didn't want to sit around and wait to play. So fuck that, let's go outside.
Well, even think
Well,
about
we'd
it.
play for about 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah,
and
it
then we'd-
wasn't long. Not
Unless
like
it was
nowadays where people sit down
Unless
for
it
3 or
was
4
raining.
hours or all day long.
If it was raining,
okay,
we'd play.
rain, it was different.
Yeah.
I remember
But I
Friday
never had
nights.
one, so it was
Friday
video
nights
games
we'd
or-
run down to Blockbuster and rent a Nintendo game, or whatever,
Oh, yeah.
for the weekend. But because it was always a rush, we got to hurry up because the good games aren't going to be there by the
That's
time
right.
we get there.
Absolutely.
But
Yep.
you would rent the game, you would bring it home, you might put it in for a second, play it for about 5 minutes, leave.
Yes.
and you guys would go outside, play from
Yes.
whenever, riding your bikes,
You
doing
come
whatever.
home later, maybe play the game for a little longer.
Yeah,
right?
I'm gonna play this when I have to come home, and now I'm
Yes.
stuck in, and I don't want to go to sleep. I'm gonna stay up all night and beat this game.
And beat the game because I got to return it in 2 days.
Right. So I mean,
That's totally it.
and now,
$5.
and
That's
now-
totally it. Yeah, $5. Right?
And now people will literally sit all day, all night, and I mean Zach does it on a regular basis.
Well, and the games either got smart or stupid, however you want to look at it, but where they're all in-app purchases now,
Mm-hmm.
right? The game doesn't really cost you anything. It's all the shit you have to buy in the game to be able to go anywhere, do anything.
Well,
If
see-
not, and they're all doing this real-time stuff now, right? Where your guy has to do something in an hour, you got a real fucking hour you got to wait for your guy gets to do that thing
Oh,
in
yeah,
an
fuck
hour.
that.
Oh, there's a.
You know what I mean?
There's a game called Ark.
I
You
played
can go
one
on
like that
private
one.
servers where you can
It's
keep your
hard.
guy
It's-
alive.
Yeah.
But you better have a bunch of people playing different times because if
He'll
you build
die
a
if-
fortress, no, you'll
oh.
get attacked and they'll put you in a fucking cage.
You get kidnapped and put in a cage. and shit, dude. That's
they'll
crazy.
raid you and put you in a cage. So if all your buddies don't get
Yeah.
on one day,
Yeah.
yeah, you're screwed. You'll get attacked and
Wow.
invaded, and
No, see, I can't
I'm
play
like,
a game
you
like
can't.
that.
I can't play stuff
I've
like
got
that.
one I've been playing for about 3 years now. It's a survival game, and I only play it here and there.
Yeah.
Mainly when I'm messed up and I ain't got nothing else to do, right? I have spent some money on it, though.
Right.
I have spent a $10 here and there kind of thing to get me a bunch of weapons or whatever, because it's one of those games where anyway,
Yeah,
it's
I get it.
fun. You build a bunch of shit and everything. But it's one of those real-time games.
Yeah.
And it would drive me nuts if the way I play it, it's fine. I can bounce in, I can do a lot of stuff, and then leave
Right.
without ever getting to the point where it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm stuck, I gotta wait. All right, but when you first start playing those games and you gotta wait 15 minutes to get
Yeah.
whatever, dude, it's like, okay, now I'm wasting my life.
Yeah.
Like, now I'm literally wasting my life. If I gotta wait 15 minutes for my character on there to do something, and and half the time we're stupid, we'll sit there for 5 of it,
Yeah.
then maybe, I don't know, take a gummy, maybe go get something to drink, So you're not being productive with that 15 minutes that you're
No,
waiting for that character to
absolutely
do
not.
something.
Absolutely.
Anyways, what I was getting at with all of that is nowadays games have gotten to the point where they're sucking you in longer and longer and
Oh,
longer
yeah.
and longer and longer and longer.
Yeah.
And longer.
Well, look,
So
he,
you spend more money too.
he plays Call of Duty all the time. There's like it's a cult following.
It's huge.
You know what I mean? People
Huge.
fucking.
I think it's the number one sold game.
Well, I've been playing it since.
I'm pretty sure it is. I think it's the number one.
I've been playing it since PlayStation 2.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I know for a while there you only played it just so you could have hanging out with your boy.
Yeah, that's still
Like that was the biggest reason.
Well, now it's hang out with Dave. And
I was
his
gonna say
sister.
now Dave he has a good hang out with Tennessee Dave.
Dave just kept going. I ain't ever getting on the damn internet with the games. That's stupid. Blah, 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 blah. And then he finally got on. He's like, "This is killer." I've been telling you for years, dude.
This is cool. I can talk to my friends. We can all play.
You know that he
Listen,
got turned in.
that's the big thing
He got
nowadays.
turned
too.
in
All
for
the kids
saying
wanna do
that,
man.
the N word, and it said offensive language using the N word. And he goes, "When I play, I'm in a private chat where only my friends can hear me." And he goes, "The only people I play with is my best friend, and my sister, and my brother-in-law."
So if I accidentally use the word or something,
No. They can't hear you to turn you in. Someone turned him in for it. So that kid got banned because he turned Dave in falsely. Because the lady went back and said, "Oh, you killed him 52 times with a bazooka, with the RPG." Dave was just shooting everybody with RPGs and it kept killing that guy, so he turned him in for chat. I
Really?
got turned in a day before him, and Dave's like, "This is who I called, the number, it gave you a number." I said, "I can't find someone to call." He goes, "Go here." I got the warning saying I got turned in, but they never gave me a message, so I can't click on it to go call. But I got turned in and I'm on the same thing. I'm in a private where only friends can hear me talk.
Yeah, people try to
I
rat
can't.
on you.
Interesting.
if you beat,
you
I've
know
been
they could do that.
Yeah,
I've
I mean,
been-
it's just like anything else. Woman calling rape when she wasn't raped, or something like that. It's just somebody trying to throw somebody else under
they
the
get
bus and get
they
them in
get
trouble.
butt hurt, so
Well,
they try to get you banned.
And because they can do it incognito, if you will,
What's
they're
the worst?
more likely to do it.
Right. What's worse that happened? They get banned for a week or whatever.
Right. Well, nothing. Yeah, exactly. Nothing's going to happen to them.
No, if you
The consequences
if
for
you
actions have gone
no.
to shit.
On Xbox, if you falsely turn them in and you continue to do the first time you get in trouble,
Okay.
you get, I think is a small ban.
Like a warning or
Second
something.
time, you get a bigger ban, and I think the third time, you've got to buy a whole new Xbox, gamer tag, everything.
Wow.
If you're going to get back on, 'cause
I
you
heard
need a
this-
different IP address, everything.
I read this story a few months ago, and I remember telling my son about it because he was.
But
he
it was told to
"What
Dave,
the
so
hell?"
I don't know the exact.
But they're going to. Xbox was trying to do something to where the new ones, when they're sold, they're going to limit you on how much time you can play, and there'll be times when you can and can't play,
No,
and you'll have so many hours a day that you're allowed to play.
No, they won't be able to do that.
Isn't that crazy? Who would buy it?
what happens if you
someone will
have
hack it.
multiple people?
Well, who would buy? Who would want that?
Well, you,
And if I'm
you met
spending
BB,
$500
right?
fucking
Yeah, he
dollars,
can hack it.
if I'm spending $500 on one of these consoles,
Yeah.
Don't tell me what to do.
thank you, suck it, man. I
Yeah, it's
play this
mine,
whenever
not
the hell
yours.
I want to play.
What happens
Yeah.
if you have 4 different people?
They were talking
working
about
4
putting a
different shifts?
download on all of them to where they could do that to all of them.
Well, you could easily probably go into a parent control in it to where it
No,
can
you
only
can get
run
in and do a
constantly.
lot.
Yeah.
Can you really with the parent? I haven't
Yeah.
played around with much
But-
of it, but
What happens if you have 4 20-year-old guys living in one house,
Right.
and they all work different shifts and they all play?
right.
So you're saying,
Oh yeah, they're all playing the one Xbox.
but different times.
Sure.
Right,
So you're
that's
saying they
boxes.
couldn't play?
And I'm
like, no,
pretty
you
sure it
can't
was
do that.
3 hours a day.
No,
is all
see,
it was
that's-
going to give you.
That'd be bullshit. They can't do
I
that.
told, and it wasn't all at one time either. It's like in 1 hour, 1 hour intervals. I can't fucking
Intervals.
talk, dude. Since I had this TIA, man, my brain is just not. It is not working all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had
I don't
that
think that
issue when
would
I got in
fly.
Iraq.
Amber notices it more and more.
It's just age, man.
But I was fine a week ago.
Well,
Okay,
you hit-
2 weeks ago.
You hit the limit.
3 weeks ago.
You hit that rev limiter, man.
Yeah.
You, boop. No,
I hit the red line.
yeah, you're done. Man. It's all. Now you're just losing power.
Now hit the clutch and blow it. What?
Yeah.
No. That's when you need a pacemaker.
That's right. That's what you need a pacemaker. Dude, I was scared that's what they were gonna tell me. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know that shit.
You never know, man. You know, they had me on so many fucking pills. I literally was on like 5 or 6 pills, and I was
I'm
like,
on
you know what?
5 now.
I was like, I'm out, dog. I can't do this anymore.
2 of them prescription, the rest aren't.
These are all prescription that they
that's
have me
good.
on. I just fucking, and I called my fucking, because of COVID, I didn't go to the doctor because I didn't want to deal with, I'm sure they didn't want to deal with people coming in and all
Sure.
that. I go to set up an appointment, and they're like, oh, you're a new patient now. We haven't seen you.
Oh yeah, it's like 2 years or something like
And
that.
we're not accepting new patients. And I was
What?
Like, yeah. And I was like,
You're
all right,
primary?
then. Yeah. I was like, all right, then y'all can go get fucked.
That's why I don't go to
Awful.
the doctor.
That's pretty dick. That's fucking Obama
Oh,
care
yeah.
bullshit right there.
I would
dude,
always
'cause
pay cash.
I saw the same doctor from when I was like 5 years fucking old till 35, 38, and he retired.
Right.
And God, that sucked, dude. It's like the guy. I always went to see Dr. Greco. That's who I went to see. You know? And it didn't matter if I didn't see him in 3 years. Show up, hey, Michael, boom, you're in the system. They pull your paper chart. Remember
Yeah.
those, right?
Yeah.
And they got all your records. You're good to go. You're not a new patient. Get you a day or two, tops.
Yeah.
Day or two after you called. Oh, yeah, we get you in tomorrow at 4. Okay, great.
I wasn't ready yet.
Wednesday night. Perfect. You know, and it's Monday.
Yeah.
Now you call 4 months from now, we got you an appointment. Wait, what?
Well, see, I have an app on
The
my
fuck
phone
is that?
for my chart or whatever.
Well, what I asked them is, yeah, I love that, by the way. That's pretty cool. But I asked my PCP, primary care physician, PCP. It's not like I'm talking about drugs.
Yeah,
Right.
PCP.
But anyway, I asked him, I said, so if I'm sick, The hospital says, don't come see them. Go see your primary care. Right? Unless it's a death kind of sick. Right? But if
Right.
you're regular sick, if I got COVID,
Right.
whatever,
Right.
I'm supposed to go to my primary care.
Right.
Well, if I call my primary care, they're 3 weeks out. Well, I'm either going to be dead or healed by then. So what's the fucking point?
Yeah.
So I am going to go to the damn hospital that they don't want me to go to in the first fucking place.
No. Hospitals suck.
So why is it so we're overrunning hospitals. Well, no shit. We can't get in to see our freaking regular doctors.
Yeah.
I got to wait 3 weeks to see them. Well, I'm going to go to the hospital and get the meds. Or whatever, right?
Yeah,
Get
I'm
the
not going to
IVs
wait.
and them.
If I'm hurting, I'm not going to wait 3 weeks.
Yes. I
No,
just don't understand. It just
Yeah.
blows me away. It's like when they
'Cause with-
found the thing in my heart, they're like, "Oh, I'll get you a heart doctor appointment in a month."
Yeah, I'll be dead in a month.
A
What?
month? What if this is for real? And I went to the hospital 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
What the fuck, guys? But that's what all this shit did. It's made
Well,
everything longer and crazier.
When
and more
Obamacare came in, it
expensive.
just fucked everything up.
It
'Cause
fucked it
opened
all
up.
up.
It opened
It
up a
fucked it all
whole
up.
fucking just shithole.
And look at these fucking hospitals.
No, they're fucking marvelous.
Thank you.
Did you see the new?
It's like Taj Mahal, aren't they?
I was just up at the one on 20 this week, and I walked
beautiful,
in
isn't
and I
it?
was like, "Holy fuck, dude!" They had
Northside Cherokee?
chandeliers.
Yeah.
The one up off of 20.
That's what I'm telling you. That's where
Yeah.
I went.
I
The place
was
was
like-
immaculate.
Yeah, I'm like, what the
Yeah, dude.
fuck?
My
dude?
room was as big as this room.
Yeah.
Private room, by the way.
Yeah.
Big window view. I had a 42-inch flat screen in there. I mean, just
Yeah. Same with the room that I was
Big,
at.
huge
and maybe
bathroom.
it wasn't as big as this, but it was
yeah, okay,
fucking,
not quite as big, but
it
they're
was
big rooms,
big.
aren't they?
Personal room.
Yes.
Bathroom.
Bathroom.
with
all
a big
nice.
ass window.
Yeah, big ass window.
Yeah, because I was sitting there on the seat and I'm like looking at over
Yeah, it's
my
got that
shoulder.
seat with the bed
Yeah.
bench thing, and they actually let people stay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fucking pimp.
But anyway, all these
Literally-
hospitals since Obamacare have been building, getting bigger. Kennestone
Yeah.
has tripled
Oh shit, yeah.
since Obamacare. Right? Am
Hell,
I not lying?
The emergency room was that little ass parking lot back there.
Yeah,
Now they
now
got
the
their whole
emergency whole building.
Yeah, they got their whole building across
Yeah.
the street now. It's like, what
It's
the
its
fuck?
own fucking building.
Yeah.
And by the way, you know what's weird is Wellstar calls it their ER, right?
Right.
Northside calls it their ED, emergency department.
Right.
But when I was up in the room, they're like, "Oh, you came up from ED?" This girl did. I go, "I don't have ED." My wife fucking died laughing. She didn't get it at all. And she went, "Huh?"
Who you been talking to?
She lied to you.
Well, because they're so used to it, calling it ED, just the emergency department. It's just, I don't have ED. That's not what I'm here for.
Come here, watch. I'll show you.
Is that my chart?
That's not my chart.
You got the wrong chart. I'm working just fine. Ask her.
Bring in another computer.
Yeah, yeah.
Somebody hit the wrong fucking button.
You need to hit Control Alt Delete. That thing is froze up on something.
Control Alt Delete on that one.
I don't know what the fuck's going on there, boy.
That's funny as hell, dude.
Somebody fucking lied.
Oh my god.
That's I've been
dude.
because I clean the bathrooms at work. Me and Tommy both do. Well, Gary does too, but we all clean the bathrooms. These motherfuckers can't fucking piss straight to save their life. They'll piss on the floor, piss on the seat, and then
Your
I
coworkers?
no.
I know.
Conscience.
It's
So I
not-
gotta go in
know,
there
it's
and clean it up
it's
later.
not
I'm like,
them.
you motherfuckers. And I told Gary, I was like, we need to get a sign. English and in Spanish.
If you
And-
can't
and put
piss
it no.
straight, don't
put
come here.
it put it right up in front of the toilet. And it's gonna say, your girlfriend / wife fucking lied to you. Step closer, it ain't that big. It pisses me
I
off,
like it.
man. It
I
pisses
like
me
it.
off.
Step closer.
Step closer, damn it.
It ain't as big as she said.
Oh,
We-
you got to tell about getting stronger, man.
Oh, I do. I gotta tell you about getting stronger. So a friend of
right,
mine came up to me the other day, and he goes, "Hey man, I'm getting a lot stronger." And I said, "Oh, really? That's great, man. You know, you've been working out." And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I just realized the other day I can carry $100 worth of groceries in one arm." He goes, "I must be getting stronger."
No. No, it's called
No,
Bidenomics.
sorry. Speaking of Bidenomics, you've seen all those new commercials, right?
Oh,
For him running
yeah.
president again. did you hear in the commercial they actually said lowest inflation?
In some godly amount of years. Or
Yes.
Just
I'm
flat
sorry,
out
dude.
lying.
What?
Dude, there's a lot of people out there that will not fact check, will not listen,
Oh, I
will
know.
not do anything. They just
don't even have to
whatever
fact
they
check. Go to the
say.
grocery store.
I know, but whatever they say is gold.
But-
the price of the grocery store, that's the big business trying
Right.
to stick it to the little
That's
guy.
right. That's who that is.
Yeah.
And somebody like Biden will stand up there and say that same thing too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, we're looking into that. We're going to start a commission
Yeah.
to check into the
We'll
It's
just print
because
more
it's
money to
because
pay
of
more
Putin.
people.
because of Putin.
I mean, it's ridiculous the shit that he comes up with and says. You're like, are you fucking for real right now?
I mean, come on, man. And
It
Dude,
is awful.
kind of sound like
he
Obama.
can't
there,
even
man.
talk.
That's who's behind the mic.
That's who's behind the man behind the curtain.
What's funny? Well, not funny.
Well, not him.
When their
He's
cook,
just one of the pawns.
right? When Obama's cook died, they were like, that's not the only cook that died under mysterious circumstances. Like, there's a video of Obama's cook swimming in a fucking pool, doing the backstroke, fucking
that guy?
swimming. The cook,
The one that died?
yeah. But
Avid swimmer?
He could. I saw the video. I'm like, he swims better than I do, and I'm not gonna drown. That guy's not gonna drown.
Wow.
He fell off of a fucking paddleboard.
Paddleboard, yeah.
Even if you hit your head on the
In 8 foot of
paddleboard,
water.
but even if you hit your head on a paddleboard, it's not going to knock you
Usually
out.
they're foam or they're a floater. Or
Right?
something,
It's
or,
designed.
inflatable.
It's designed not to hurt you because, and they're like, oh, he wasn't chained to it either.
And he didn't have
or he
a
didn't have
life
a rope
vest?
or whatever, and it's like, okay,
They don't have ropes, do they, on the paddle boards?
You could get one.
yeah.
Because
But no. Because
You
it
can
doesn't
get it.
usually go
Nephew have it.
anywhere.
No, you fall
just
off to
had,
the
I had
side.
mats up at the lake camping.
Yeah.
I paddleboard all over the place. You fall off, it just goes a couple feet. I mean,
Yeah.
they don't. It's not like
No.
a jet ski. You fall off, the damn thing keeps driving across the lake. You know?
Yeah.
It only goes. It's right there, and you
Well-
and every time I fell off, I literally grabbed and was shooting right back up on it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's how
Clinton's-
I
You
did.
know?
Clinton's cook also died
Oh, really?
or drowned after
Drowned.
after they got out of the White House.
I'll be damned.
After they left the White House.
It's a epidemic.
Yeah. Oh, it's there's so many. That's what I was saying earlier.
And what
When
about the
does-
guy that's coming out talking about he's had sex with Obama?
Oh,
Heard
yeah.
about that,
There's
right?
two of
Dead,
them.
ain't he?
Or two
One
of
of
them.
them died. One of them mysteriously died. The one that was
Already?
in the limo.
Yeah.
No, years ago. He produced it saying Barack's gay. He was doing cocaine when he was senator. He was
Yeah.
doing cocaine, and
Well, they're all ignoring him like the guy is full of shit. But
Right.
no, this is another guy.
yeah,
There was a guy before him, and he ended up
I just meant the new guy.
mysteriously dying.
Really, I was figuring this new guy was going to die.
Oh yeah, he talks about fucking sucking his dick in a limo.
Yeah.
And then the next
The
day,
new guy or the old guy?
No, the old guy. Oh. Yeah. And then the next
he
day,
didn't know who
Obama
he-
shows up at his apartment or his hotel or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he didn't really. They're like, he didn't know who he was, and then they're like, oh, it's a senator. And
Because he asked for the cocaine, so
royal
Barack
treatment.
went and got cocaine.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He gave it to him to do, and
He was
while
doing
he was
it-
doing coke, Barack was smoking the glass dick. Well, the poets come out. All the poems that he wrote, or the letters he wrote to
So
his
was it
girlfriend.
Barack's coat that was in the White House?
Oh, who
Not
knows?
Biden's?
No, that was fucking
Hunter's?
yeah, yeah. That was Hunter all the way. What's funny is they can figure out who you are on the street with facial recognition, but they can't figure out whose cocaine that was in a room that has like 700 fucking cameras.
Yeah.
So, and you know
They
there's
said
hidden,
they know whose cocaine it is.
they absolutely do.
It's just the Secret Service is not going to reveal
a family
a
problem.
family member's thing.
yeah, because if it was a worker,
Oh, they'd already be fucking.
Oh, they would have been arrested.
Dude, I
and
swear to God.
taken out of the thing with the cameras and all.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
They didn't do that to begin with and have a fall guy and just at least parade somebody through.
Because everybody that works at the White House has been working there for so long.
Yeah.
And then all the new people are people that are like a part of their personal staff. So it's not anybody there you can really blame.
True. True.
no,
But
there's
yeah,
always someone you can blame, though.
I think it was the Clintons' cook that also died after they got out of the White House, after the Clintons left.
Really?
Well, you got to think. You're their personal cook. Who's going to be closer to somebody, on a regular basis? You're going to be in the other room. You're going to be bringing food out and serving them.
Hearing the
You're going to hear a
conversations.
shit ton of information that you probably don't need to be hearing. And you figure, okay, you're in the office
You better
for...
take care of that cook because he could like really ruin your world.
Exactly. And all of a sudden, both these cooks, they just end up dead.
That's so weird.
Well, I mean, people
Wouldn't
commit
do
suicide by shooting themselves in the back of the head.
That's right, with rifles.
Dude, there was that one guy they found on the farm hanging with a fucking hole in his chest, and the gun is way the fuck over there.
Well, it was a strong caliber machine gun that had kick.
It was a shotgun.
No,
But he
it was a
shot
machine
himself with a shotgun way over there, walked over, magically levitated, put on a noose, and then hung himself to make sure he was dead. What? What? I mean, let's get a little bit more creative than this,
Kurt
guys.
Cobain shot himself with his foot.
I've always said that that's fucked up. And there's a guy that came out
50
and said
grand.
that Courtney Love tried to hire him to kill Kurt.
And he said
That's
no.
right. And
Yeah.
he said no.
so,
She found somebody.
yep,
Hey, her career didn't take off till he died.
yep.
But 50 grand?
But still, dude.
I would have asked for a lot more than that.
Still, dude. I mean, come on.
Kurt Cobain, he had money, and she was married to him.
Yeah,
She
but
had money,
Assassins
too.
only want 50 grand.
She didn't even start getting a name for herself until she married him.
Correct.
That's when her band started doing good, but then they really exploded
When he
when he
died.
died.
Right.
But that he brought them on into the mainstream.
Yes.
They wouldn't have made it without him.
No.
And I think
They
everybody
didn't.
knows that.
They didn't last long.
Except
in
for
the
them.
main.
No.
Well, and her bassist was pretty hot. But
Yeah.
other than that,
The poor fucking kid is the one that suffers through all that shit.
absolutely.
That little girl. Wasn't it a little girl? They have a little
Damn,
girl.
I don't remember.
I don't remember now either.
I think it was a little girl. But either way,
And then
it's just
you
sad.
got all the info on Tupac.
Yeah, they arrested
That's right.
Dwayne Davis, which is
Dwayne Davis.
Keefe D.
Keefe D. Oh, really?
He's the one that they raided his house a while back that I was talking about before.
yeah. We
They-
did an
they
earlier
said-
show about.
It's been
Right.
a while too.
Yeah.
That's
It's
what's
been
messed
a
up.
while.
Yeah.
It's like you
Yeah,
guys-
why did he just now get arrested?
Whatever.
Well, I mean, it
whatever.
took 20 years or whatever to raid
Yeah,
his
it was like-
house.
it was 96 when he was shot.
Shit, more than
So
20
is he
years.
one of the people that pulled the trigger?
We don't know. He hasn't-
Supposedly,
the
I
cops
heard
haven't
a thing,
come out yet.
I
don't
heard a
think.
thing saying he handed the gun.
It was supposedly his nephew that fucking shot and killed Tupac, but his nephew died in a gang-related incident like a couple weeks later.
Like 2 weeks later, he died.
Yeah, and I think that was covering up loose ends.
That's what I was just about to.
But I mean, I don't know. I don't know because everything was leading back to Puffy being the one that fucking orchestrated the
Well, I
whole
was gonna
thing.
say Sean Combs.
There's
he's
already-
out there doing a lot of stuff right now too.
Right, and he's also got the cops looking at him because there was
You
already
see
a
him
thing.
donating a bunch of money, like doing all this charity stuff.
Oh yeah, he's trying to make himself look better.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, there's something going on here.
Hey,
See how
Judge,
much I do?
let's be lenient on me. Look what I do for the community.
Right.
You know,
So I killed a rapper 30 years ago.
this was a bad move. I made a bad decision.
It
you
wasn't
know
30
what I
years
mean?
ago, but whatever. it was.
No,
Yeah, yeah.
96.
But the bullets that they
Shit,
found.
was it really that long
That's
ago?
what, when he
Yeah.
said it, I was like,
Yeah,
damn.
96 is when Tupac was shot.
So yeah, it's been almost
The
30
cops,
years?
the cops arrested him.
23 and then 27.
The cops arrested him, and I haven't seen a video yet for it. But as far as I know, the cops haven't come out and said why they have him in custody.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I do know that I did hear a sheriff giving a conference, and he said that the bullets received from Keefe D's house, or Dwayne Davis,
Sure.
just call him Keefe D.
He still had the same bullets?
No. He said the bullets that they recovered from there do not match the ones that were at the crime scene.
Well, yeah, that was 30 years ago.
Right, but the same rifling and whatever gun they had. That
Right, it'll
matches
make those
bullets.
marks,
It's
the
like
ballistic,
it's like a
what do they call it?
fingerprint. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
so
that thing's in a river
Each
somewhere.
barrel does its
Well,
own
yeah,
thing.
but they have to do the testing, and since that was one little,
It's in a river somewhere.
that was a little bit of a cookie crumb that he had to throw out there to kind of keep everybody.
Or all the serial numbers are scraped off and it's killed 20 other people since then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
One of the damn
But
two.
Yeah.
I think on a personal level, not this is no fact, no nothing. This is just me, my brain wandering when I
Sure.
eat a bunch of gummies. So, if you knew Keefe D had the evidence and the information to put Puffy behind bars, the actual one that pulled the crime, or orchestrated it,
Yes.
I would go and arrest him and bring him in to where it looks like you're in custody now. You're, whatever, but who knows? Maybe he's helping with the investigation because if they had,
Protective, so he doesn't get taken out.
right,
Yeah, he might be in.
He might be
witness protection kind of thing, right?
right, but they
now.
think he's in a jail cell somewhere, but in reality he's in Oklahoma in a fucking Holiday Inn.
True.
You know
Could
what I
be.
mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And everybody's not going to think, oh look, that's Keefe D up here. No,
Right.
because Keefe D's in prison down here. We just saw it on the news. You know what I mean? So
Very true.
that's just a theory or whatever. You know what I mean?
Or what's one of the safest places is jail.
Not really.
I don't
No.
know.
As
Epstein
long
got
as
killed
you're
in there.
not if you're in population.
He was in
Right.
solitaire.
Look at Epstein.
Yeah, but I don't think Puffy has that kind of pull.
Yeah,
No,
Puffy
but-
doesn't have Clinton pulled
No,
in.
but the Bloods and the Crips do, and he's part of.
That's
he's
true. They
part
got
of
people
the-
in there.
He's part of the Bloods, I
Yeah,
think.
but if he's
Oh, is he?
Bloods or Crips, one of the two.
But if you're in one of them smaller jails, they could put you in something right there, right by the guards.
Oh yeah, but I'm just throwing it out there. It wouldn't surprise me if
Or the VIP
they
room,
got him.
where they put the rich people.
Yeah,
Where
I
they
wouldn't
got
be a bit
TVs and
surprised
everything.
if they didn't pull everybody to going after the one that actually did it. Because if Keefe D had that much information to keep him alive, then if the
Right.
cops raided his house, now they have that information.
Yes.
And they have Keefe D that would be a living testimony to put Puffy away, lock, throw a fucking key away.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That it's just a thought. Now it could be Puffy has nothing to do with it, and that's just talk, bullshit on the
Now,
street.
Puffy was
Biggie,
Biggie's business partner, right?
Right.
buddies, best friends. He wrote that song after
He's
he died.
he's the one.
Yes.
Puffy rapped,
That's right.
but he's not that good of a rapper, so
No.
he moved into the producing side of it. So when he found Biggie, brought Biggie up within the East West thing with Tupac and everything. Biggie was about to leave Bad Boy Records and start his own thing and just be
Oh, okay.
Biggie. You know what I
Sure.
mean? Or pull like an Eminem. He got in with Dre,
He
and
was
now
big
he's got
enough
his
at that point.
right.
Yeah.
And Biggie's big. He could have fucking had a successful fucking career.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And pulling an Eminem,
Right.
sitting in the back, throwing out a song or two, or being on some songs with some other rappers, but basically making money, royalties off of everybody else.
Exactly.
And the rumor is that he was going to leave, and that's why Puffy had Tupac shot and killed.
Make it look like.
Make it look like an East-West, and then Biggie was taken out, and I think by Puffy as well, just to make sure to where everybody in the world would think it was an East-West. Like, oh, they think, whatever, killed Tupac, and then their gang's going to come across and kill Biggie, you know what I mean? And it'll look like it's an East-West, you know what I mean? And Puffy will be out of it.
Interesting.
And Puffy can now make all the royalties on off of Biggie's songs and all of his shit. Oh. Because he owns the rights. Because he was the producer. He was the one that started Bad Boy Records.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting.
His conspiracy theory fits.
All
And
I'm
that's the
saying-
kind of stuff we're talking about here.
Yeah.
If you like it, subscribe.
Yeah.
And if not,
Walk your fucking dog.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm out.